Hey guys, before we get into the video, I want to let you know that my face cam recording messed up, so there isn't going to be a face cam in this video, so I'm sorry about that. And that does mean that I had to use the audio from my screen recording on my phone, so you're going to hear like all of my tapping on the screen and all of that, so I'm sorry about that. But I did want to prioritize just getting the video up as soon as I could instead of trying to re-record the entire thing with a face cam. But with that said, let's go ahead and get into the video. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we have got the brand new Powerline promo in the game. As you can see right here, we've got a pair of the Masters and both of our Grandmasters in the game. It's flipping through the Jake Matthews right there. Let's go ahead and read what it says on the right side of the screen there. It's time to charge up your team. New 100 overall Powerline Masters have arrived. Collect Power Cells, Team of the Decade players, Powerline badges to upgrade Powerline Masters. Complete all Powerline events to receive the fully charged achievement pack, which we talked about last night. Complete master sets to unlock the 100 overall, 160 power, which is brand new, first 160 power cards in the game, Powerline Grandmaster sets, and then the program discharges. It'll be ending on the 16th, that's Tuesday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. So pretty cool. We're gonna hop into it. Pretty cool screen right here. I really like the card art. I really like the art overall in the game, but we're gonna hop in and just see what there is to look at. We're gonna look at everything there is in the game, and then I'll hop on over to the guide just to give y'all a better look at that if you like seeing it that way. And then there's one thing in there that we can talk about that we can't talk about in the game. But obviously I'm guessing the thing in the middle here is the achievement pack, and it is. So we've got 8 events here. I'm going to go ahead and hop into one of them. I'll speed it up, and we will see what I can get out of it. So I will go ahead and play this. It is 60 stamina, and I'll tell you right now, I'm guaranteed to get 10 Power Cell tokens, 1 80 to 84 Team of the Decade player, and possible additional Power Cells. And then for my first win bonus, I'll have 2 more 80 to 84 Team of the Decade players, 1 charge badge, and 2 Power Cells. So we're going to go ahead and play it and see if we can get lucky, get any additional Power Cells, or what we get out of it. So here is the pack art. I don't really like it. Kind of looks weird. I wish it was more of a dark kind of thing with, you know, the lightning on it, but it's okay. So here's our win pack. Out of the win pack, we are going to get 1 item, and it is just our 80 to 84 players. So obviously we got those 10 tokens. Those were part of the rewards given to us with the coins and the XP. And then our first win pack should give us a charge badge as well. And there you go. So there is a positive charge badge. And all of the players are going to need a specific badge, maybe positive, maybe negative. I'm not quite sure which is which yet, but we will see. Let's go ahead, and I'll talk about the achievement really quickly. It is to complete all 8 of the events, and if you do that, you get all of the stuff in that achievement pack, which I went over last night, and you'll also be able to see in the guide when we get to that. But let's hop over to sets right now and run through everything that they have in there. So they kind of reverse the order, which is interesting, but starting at the bottom, you have the 95 Masters, and then the 98s, and then the 100 Masters, and I'm predicting that they are going to release more of these Masters as they've done with like a lot of the recent promos. And then obviously right here you have your Grandmasters. For AJ Green, you only need to complete 2 Masters, but they are 2 specific Masters. It is the Saquon Barkley linebacker and the Kenny Golladay cornerback, as those 2 guys are out of position, and AJ Green is also out of position. And then for the Jake Matthews, you need to complete 3 of them, and it looks like it's just any 3, which is different. Usually that second master has you needed to complete 4 masters to get the second Grandmaster, but this time it's only 3, so a lot more achievable there. And he is scheme select, which is good. So if I'm going to be completing masters in this promo, I'm probably going to be getting the Kenny Golladay, the Saquon Barkley, and maybe the Ryan Jensen, since he's Smash Mouth, and that is my scheme. But I do want to know what kind of badges you need for them, so we're going to go the Ryan Jensen, who's in position, needs a positive charge. And to get a 95, you're going to need 5 of the charge badges, 5 80 pluses, 2 85 pluses, and 2 90 pluses, as well as 75 power cells. And that should be the same for all of the in-position players. So Thuney also needs positive, and so does Cook, but I'm guessing the out-of-position need negative badges, and they do. But other than that, everything else is the same, and we'll check the Saquon. It is. And then to get a 98, you're going to need to put in the 95 that you just got, as well as 30 positive charge badges and 350 power cells. But as you can see, just from playing one event, I just got 30. So that's not going to be too difficult to do, I don't think. And then to get the Onyx, to get the full master, you're going to need to put in the 98 and 40 positive charges or negative charges, depending on who it is, and 400 power cells. And that's how you get those masters. And then obviously you've got the achievement-based grandmasters right there. And then we'll run through really quickly all of the trade-in sets. First up, 280 pluses and 30 power cells to get yourself a charge badge select. So you're going to be able to choose whether you want a positive or a negative badge. The next one is to trade in 10 80 pluses and 150 power cells, which is a lot of stuff, for 5 charge badges, which you'll get to select. Next up, 40 power cells will get you an 80 plus Team of the Decade player. 4 80 plus Team of the Decades and 65 power cells will get you an 85 plus. To get a 90 plus, you will need to trade in 6 80 pluses and 4 85 pluses, as well as 120 power cells, which seems a little bit expensive. But we will move on to the final one here, and it is a charge exchange. So it looks like 2 of any charge badge will get you a select of the 2 charges. So that should probably be at the beginning, but this is a little bit different than before. Very similar to the other promos, but instead of trading in 90s and 85s and maybe 80s for like 95s or 95 to 97 players and then needing those in the master sets, instead you're using 80s, 85s, and 90s to get 95s, like mini masters, 95 overall masters, and then you have to use those masters to get the next level up. So I like what they're doing there. I like the card art. I like the positions. I think that's cool. I think it's interesting. But that's going to be it for everything that is in the game. So I'm going to hop over real quick to the guide just to give you a clearer look at that than you had last night and talk about one thing. So I'll see you there. So here we are over at the guide. As you can see, everything is the same. One thing that was blurred out last night, but I still did talk about, you're going to need to do the second to last bullet point there. Kenny Golladay and Saquon Barkley count toward Jake Matthews. So that's obviously a really important thing. They are the 2 that you need to get the AJ Green, and they do count towards Jake Matthews. So you only need to complete 3 masters, and if you do that, you're going to get 2 extra 100 overall grandmasters, which is really cool. The one thing that I did want to talk about, though, is the live events, the reset times. I couldn't read last night since it was so blurry, but we can read now. Since there are 8 of them, the way it's going to work is there are going to be pairs of live events that refresh throughout the day in a span of 4 hours. So there's 2 at 5 o'clock, 2 at 6, 2 at 7, and 2 at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. As well as their normal refresh at the beginning of the Madden Mobile Day at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So that's the only thing that we didn't talk about last night. But I'm just going to scroll through the rest of the guide right here. In case you want to see it, take screenshots, do whatever you want there. As you can see, set costs, we just ran through all of those. So that's going to be it for the Powerline promo. I like it. I think obviously with the out-of-position players is really cool. I'm hoping that we get more out-of-position players. I'm hoping that they will just double the number of masters, just like they did with the Versus promo, but we will have to wait and see. But that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe as always, and I'll see you next time.